Good evening, Albany, Troy, Rensselaer, Schenectady, Black Wall Street back with you again. We thank you for welcoming us into your home. We have our repeat guests tonight. We wanted to follow up and see how they've been doing. We have Mr. Banks with us again. We have Ms. CJ with us again.
Okay.
So we're gonna sit down, buckle in, and get ready to see, how their businesses have been going. Remember, Black Wall Street is so interested and concerned with our community, how our businesses are going, how we're supporting the businesses, and how the businesses are reciprocating and helping us as a community. Again, we'd like you to take the time to subscribe to Channel Albany YouTube, follow us. Also, our show airs on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock on Spectrum Channel 1301, 02, and 03. So let's see how Mr. Banks is doing. Let's follow some progress. How you doing, Mr. Banks?
All is well. Everything's going great, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right. You're looking dapper, so business must be good.
Yeah, business done turned up a little something, man. Okay. Banks, also known as the Red Poet. We just did a showcase out in Connecticut.
Okay, how did that go?
Man, it went beautiful, man. It's a movie. We got a movement called Red Tea. If y'all watched it last time, I came on here. We spoke about it a little bit and how we're taking artists state to state, local artists state to state, to experience what it feels like to do shows outside of their hometown.
Right.
So Red Tea stands for Real Energetic Divine Talent, Entertainment, and Art. So it's not just rap and singing, it's rapping, singing, poetry, dance. If you do an instrument, if you do monologue, acting, if you want to do a little skit or something like that, it's taking all the arts performances and we take it on the road.
Okay. And I've been following you, for those of you that don't know, I've been following Mr. Banks since like 2015, right?
Right.
I watched him develop over the years, and he's really become a really prolific artist. If you haven't had a chance to see him, please, this is an opportunity. You're going to be opening up a new spot right in Albany, right?
Yeah, right in Albany, March 23rd. We're going to be opening up 165 South Pearl. I believe it's 165 South Pearl. I'll fix that if I got that wrong. But 165 South Pearl, March 23rd. It's going to be on a Thursday. We're doing a grand opening in Albany. We just came from a grand opening in Connecticut, like I just said. That one went, we had artists from the 518. Come out to Connecticut and merge with the artists in Connecticut and throw a show.
And that must have been fire. Huh?
It went good. It went good. You know what I mean? So now we're coming to Albany, and the artists from Connecticut and a couple artists hopefully from Vermont, because we're still working on building up the artistry in Vermont for them to come out.
Right.
And a couple of artists from Atlanta, they're coming to Albany March 23rd. So Albany, come out, stand up. You know what I mean? Bring your arts, your artistry, your music, your dance, everything you can bring. Come bring it, and let's have fun, and let's show the world that we could do more than just try to depend on big industry.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have independent artists.
Right.
Well, we call this independent industry. We're not depending on nobody. We pushing for the people and with the people. So Real Energetic and Divine Talent, Entertainment, and Art. Y'all be there March 23rd, grand opening, Albany, New York.
Right.
Okay.
And what I like also about Mr. Banks' production as he produces his shows, you got a security company now, and that helps navigate. So we a lot of times the artists, right, the establishments miss the opportunity to communicate. But now that you have security, you're able to bring that together and make a safer environment. Is that correct? That's how you guys move it?
That's literally how it happened. We have a security company, and with that, we had so many spots we were doing security at. And I was at one of the spots, and it was like Calypso's in Troy. It was like, it would be nice, like a poetry event or something like that. Something, real smooth and, something that people would come out to and kick it.
Right.
So I was like, I do poetry. I'm known as the Red Poet, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So
they didn't know. Huh?
Yeah, they didn't know. So she was like, are you serious? So you think you get a facilitator? I said, of course I get a facilitator, you know what I mean? So I called my lady, and I'm like, check this out, you got to facilitate this spot. She was like, I'm riding with you, what we doing? I said, we just gonna do it. You know what I mean? So that spot was beautiful. They didn't make us pay for it or anything like that. They just wanted something good there. They knew a security team was already there, so they didn't have to pay for security.
Right.
Okay,
so it was like a hand in hand. So it was like, yeah. So we went there, and they gave us Tuesdays, and we built from there.
Right.
And then next thing you know, one of our guys that was started the security company with me, they moved out to Vermont.
Right.
So he said, I got some clubs in Vermont. He like, yo, they see what you're doing. They kind of like that. You want to bring it to Vermont?
Right.
Why not?
Right.
So we told all the artists, they do a competition for everybody to go to Vermont. It was like, go to Vermont. We never been there. Well, let's go there and perform.
Right.
At one of the most major clubs out there, Club Medusa.
Right.
So we went. Brought a DJ from the 518 with us, DJ Al B, legendary Al B, and we went out there and boom. All right.
Okay.
Next thing you know, Connecticut, what's up? So like, we coming.
All right.
How it is.
So,
You know how it is.
Security.
518. When we move, we move.
Yeah.
We in our area, we've been top contenders for a long time. Whether it's boxing, whether it's football, we have always been top contenders. We just gotta, we just gotta hit it out of the park now. So if our artists are gonna be on board,
Right.
and help us get on the map, then we're all for it.
Right.
And if you notice, a lot of times we do have the artists on our show, and we want to keep that up because they are instrumental, sometimes leaders, but they do have a story to tell, when it comes to our community. And it's important for us to hear that. But sometime I think we also could, really concentrate and focus on that lag time while individuals are trying to be successful, because it takes artists like years and years to really, to really get, where they need to be.
Right.
So they need to be, studying literacy, business classes, all of these, all these things need to stay on the table.
Right.
But you, since I know you've been a mentor, so I know that you guys are leading our youth right. I mean, it seems like that's what everybody's interested in, and sometimes it's not good to ignore or not hear what our youngsters, our youth are saying. Sometimes it's good to pull up and sit down, right, and see what's going on and assist. But like I said, make sure that we put a positive spin on it, and that it is right for the community.
Right, if I can interject, when we first did it, it was supposed to be just poetry. A couple of poets came, more rappers came out. The young dudes that was on the block over there, and they came in, and when they did their rapping, it was like everybody's mind was blown, because they wasn't just talking about shoot them up, kill them, do this and do that stuff. They was really talking about what they went through with their mother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
the
wow.
pain of like, I'm outside every day because my mind thinking about this, and everybody was able to sit back and like, wow, this kid going through something. You feel me? And another young kid went up, and his mom was sitting in there, and we didn't know they was going through a situation whereas they had trying to get another apartment. You feel me? And the little boy said, I want to do something for my mother. I want to do a song for my mother.
Right.
And when he did it, everybody found out. I was like, yo, let's come together. Let's figure something out. So
Right.
I'm saying that to say is, when we like shun or not try to hear the younger generation, we don't get to tap in
Right.
to their feelings.
Right.
And that's important to do, because the way they feel does matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and I'll say for myself, we ignore feelings, because it's like we was taught to be so stern and get it done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you could be breaking the person right next to you because they really going through something. They can't talk about it. So
Right.
they need you to feel them. So we be saying, yo, you feel me? I don't just want you to hear me. I want you to feel where I'm coming from.
Right.
And that's just us as a people, as our culture. That's so it broadened that. It opened the platform for people to express what they really feeling. Do it in a rap way where it seemed cool, but if you listen to what he's saying, it's like, yo,
He needs help,
right.
and how can we help?
And how can we help? Righteous.
Which is
Right.
a question we need to ask. Yeah.
Right. But you see how it just takes off, because she's a mother, and
Right.
you know what I mean. It just takes off. So I mean, what's going on with you? What's going on in your world? You came on, you talked about your electrical company and the new heights that you set for your company. Did you get your website up?
Well, thanks for having me back on the show, Ali. And yes. The minute I left this interview with you, it was nothing but changing caps, putting on new caps, taking off old caps, and trying to increase, and which we did. The business completed the website.
Okay.
I got a new client as a mentor, where he needed help to start his HVAC company, and I was able to show him some rope, which is the end goal
Mm-hmm.
is to be a helper to someone else along the way. I gained a new, Allie took me by the hand, sat me down, a couple of lunches and coffee, and you helped me see the next avenue that I'm going down is becoming a instructor for
Okay.
my training school, for the
Alright.
electrical training school. So
So,
I've been busy. I've been busy, but
Alright.
all in the positive direction.
What's the link to your website?
Is www.zettitudeelectrical.com, and that is ZEWDITU electrical.com.
All right. You got some partners too. Dave is your partner, right?
Yeah, Dave Gordon. He's normally behind the scenes and everything. I'm out there greeting, meeting other GCs and taking the doors off these hinges that's kind of close to black female and black male. So yeah, but I got a big brother standing behind me,
Okay.
making sure everything goes okay.
All right. That means you got a good team, because Dave has been at this for about a good 20 some years. This is his calling, right?
Yeah, and now he gets to shine his light up in upstate Albany.
Okay. So now the summer's coming up, and I know that Albany's got a lot of construction coming up. So
this time
right.
we knocking on the schools.
Mm-hmm.
We asking them, okay, we in the community.
Mm-hmm.
How could we help? How could we get some of these bids,
Right.
some of these contracts with them?
Right.
Instead of having people come all the way from Rochester to work in our community,
Mm-hmm.
we right here and we local.
Right.
And
we do have the skill set.
We
Because
do
like you
have the
said-
skill set.
Right. Like you said, you're a part of NYCHA's curriculum. So NYCHA is the leading, right, construction training company in the nation.
Right.
Right. They've been up for years and years and years, right? And not only that, you've got a lot of people here already in this area that have a certain skill set, and you'll be able to bring them in now that you're in.
Well, I just got a
you're an
new
instructor, right?
location
Mhm.
right in Albany. We just got a C of O to start, having it as a training center and meeting up with people in the local right here in Albany, and
Okay.
just starting up another training program,
Right.
or like refiring it up, I should say, because I know
Okay.
it was already here.
All right.
when does that start?
So,
The
I mean,
program?
Excuse me?
When does that start? The program that y'all restarted?
Well, it's already starting. I'm about to get my license as an instructor, and then I'll be
Okay.
able to open my doors and start training and teaching
Go for electrician and all that.
with electrician and all of that.
I say that.
We got carpenters, we got masons, and we need them. There's a lot of buildings out here that we need to start taking and reclaiming.
Well, I might have to have a talk with you. I got my electrician license in West Virginia.
Okay.
So when I came out to New York, it didn't
It
transfer.
didn't transfer
So
over.
I had to, So
Yeah, the same with my
man.
CDL Class A. I had
Yeah.
my CDL. I went to change my permit to my license to Georgia for a little while because I was out there. Come to find out, when I came back to New York, they were like,
But with that certification that you got, NYCHA will let you test out, so she can test you out early.
Okay.
Once you take the classes, you can just accelerate through each module.
Smooth. Yeah, 'cause I already did the NEC
Yeah.
book and everything.
Yeah.
I don't ran through
yeah.
that.
So make sure we exchange numbers, and I'm
Right.
looking forward to hearing, more of your success story. So
All right, righteous.
yeah.
So this summer, just from me, this summer, I'm kind of sharing the fact that Executive Order 11246 says that anything, whether it be contractors, whether it be companies, whether it be projects that have federal funds involved,
Right.
that there's a certain quota that must be met.
Most
So,
definitely.
right,
I
we
believe,
know
I believe it's about, what, 33%?
It's about 30,
Just
30,
about?
30, between 30, 33.
Okay, okay.
Based on the population.
And that's the thing. Like, when you get together with people that have like mind, they start looking out for you. And they start showing you, okay, this is where you got to be. And they have no choice but to let us in and open the doors because they gotta follow the law.
Right.
It's law.
Yeah, the guidelines that are there. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we think that people aren't interested in getting out there working. They are working and they are interested. But
Definitely.
people want a career as opposed to a job. They want to see where, where their efforts are going, right? So I mean, let's see what the summer brings. Next time we have you back, we hope that you say, yeah, you up and running, and you you brought a couple of huge projects online.
Okay.
Supplied a lot of job opportunities to the community.
Well,
And,
that's what you do once you gather all the knowledge and get the understanding what this platform helps provide. The next thing is to apply some action, and before you know it, I'd be like, Mr. Bay here moving up to Vermont. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mr.
Spreading
Banks.
your wings and fly. That's what it's all about.
I
Definitely.
think the energy that she brings to the table, and I mean, without my 2 cents or not, I know you're gonna be successful. But I think with the attitude that she has, that she's
energy,
definitely charted or slated, to be successful.
Righteous.
I'm an electrician, all about the energy.
Yeah, say that. Right.
So, I mean, what else we got coming this summer from you?
This summer, we headed to Florida.
Okay.
We headed to Atlanta. We headed to North Carolina, and we just broke with Ohio.
Okay.
So right now we're just putting in those dates. Setting up all the dates and setting up the traveling and stuff like that. So it's on. It's on, like right now.
Right. Well, we got Juneteenth coming again too.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if you were up here for the last Juneteenth, but we did the Juneteenth in Washington Park. There were a couple of thousand people that came out, and you were out. This year, I think it'll be even more successful because we have a better understanding. That was really the first event that we had that put us on the map. The other one was basically down on Pearl Street. There was a lot of good energy there. But this Washington Park basically focused on the youth, and we wanted to get on the map. And I guess we're on the map because if you go to YouTube now, you're going to see them, performing.
Okay.
Now I think this year, everyone will be more concentrated and be a little bit more message oriented, But the key is to get there. And Albany showed up, Schenectady showed up, Troy showed up, Pennsylvania showed up, New York showed up.
I was there.
Everybody showed up. Hudson showed up, Newburgh showed up, Buffalo came down.
Sounds like a lot of planning.
Yeah. So we had a real good time. And what was so amazing about it, no violence, no problems.
We got a track record for that. It's a track record by now. Because
What's
that
the
was
security?
Juneteenth. How long ago was Juneteenth? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how many events we got keep going between us.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like we don't have those type of issues because, it's the energy you bring to the table.
The vibe
You know what I
bring
mean?
out
It's like the
there,
concept when you go out to the club and you step, the first person you're going to bump into is the bouncer.
Right.
If the bouncer too tough, I'm already going to go in there with an attitude because I had an argument with the bouncer. So by the time I started drinking, of course I'm ready to fight.
Right.
But if the bouncer is cordial, hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Y'all chilling? All right. Everybody in the party mood and you egging on that party. Everybody gonna go in on the chill mode. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
setting it up.
Right. It's thinking about that part. That how people gonna react and think in these certain situations, and you just get around that, and it goes perfect. It's just, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
We've been doing a good job.
That's good. We'll keep it
and
up.
You had for you to have that park that big. That was large.
Yeah.
That was large. You know what I mean? A lot of people came out. You know what I mean? And it went very smooth.
That's right.
Both days.
We're looking forward to seeing how we're gonna do things this year. Where we're gonna set up, and we probably need to put together a couple of committees so that we can all be a part of the forward movement. But what I liked about it so much was the unity, because everybody was saying that we didn't have any unity, Albany, Troy, Schenectady. And I know, like I always say, that some people do go through certain things, but by and large, the majority of people do understand that we all want the same thing. We're raising families, we're raising children. We're trying to work and support our family unit, and create a future.
Right.
And if you want the same thing I want, then I mean, what's the problem?
Right.
You know,
Right.
all of the other things, you know, hit or miss. We could take it or leave it. But that family unit is what we need. We need to really focus on that.
Right.
You know.
Right. That's the most important things, family.
How your little ones doing?
Oh man, they doing good. They doing good, getting big.
How many do you have?
I have 2 kids, a daughter and a son.
Oh, nice.
Like Queen
nice.
Ani and King Omari.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's my
Yeah.
that's my heart and joy. That's my push. You know what I mean? They get on my nerves, man. They be bothering me. I can't sleep.
But you can't make it without them now.
But it's like, but it also amps me up. You know what I mean? Because just watching them grow and watching them go through their stages is making me think back when I was younger, bothering my mother and my father. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wake up. You know, I worked all night. You know what I mean? Doing security. What you want me to wake up for? Just wake up.
Yeah.
Just chill with me. And you know, all right.
I called you a couple of times and he answered the phone.
Yeah.
He answered the phone. I started talking to him and he was like, yeah. I'm like, I should have said, is the check in the mail? You just said, yeah. All right, well, go sign the checkbook.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is that's how our children are when they have, you know what I'm saying, that guidance from, you know, and the love from their family.
Definitely.
How are your young ones doing? Well, they big now, right?
Yeah, well, my girls are both in college. I got, Empress Sanaya, and she just finished up her diocese in Strong, so we were out in Ohio for her banquet. And, just her being out there in the midst of everything, sometimes you look and, you're the only one that looks like you a little bit, but, you got to let your light shine.
Right.
Regardless, and that's what I constantly tell her.
Mm-hmm.
Just, shine your light bright,
Right.
And she's doing good. She's ready to come home for spring break.
Okay.
My oldest daughter, Lenora, she's just so excited about her cooking class that she's in, and she's wearing her taking pictures of her and her, chef gear up in Schenectady. And I'm just happy for her as well.
Sound like a little competition getting ready to go on in the kitchen, huh?
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
So, we don't get a chance to talk enough about Black Wall Street.
Right.
We always talk about it being businesses and how the businesses work together, but it's so simple, it's so clear and transparent if we really look at it, because as we're talking about businesses, business is really attached to a name. Like your business is really your name. Your business is really your name.
Yeah. And that's what it really is. If you do a DBA, that's who you become. You become, I'm doing business as.
Right. Right. Just like Walmart. We look at Walmart, we're supporting a family business. So we need to start to look at our businesses like that too. In doing that, providing a good service, we come up with corporate social responsibility, and we come up with a brand that's valued. Like your electrical company, a brand that's valued. Your training program, a brand that's valued. Your security company, a brand that's valued. The entertainment, a brand that's, that's valued, meaning a part of the community fiber, in social development. And that's what I always try to do at Black Wall Street. Just keep pulling and keep pulling it, and just keep, you know what I mean? Because we can pass, or we can share our dollar amongst ourselves.
And why not?
Right? Instead of always going outside the community, throwing it outside of the community. And I'm not saying that we can't spend our dollar where we want, but at some point you have to think about self-empowerment, and you have to think about some of the tools that are at our right in front of us. Yeah, at our disposal, right? To make some things happen.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
So, I mean, like for 2023, we got a long list of stuff we want to do. One of our biggest things, if I could take us away for a few minutes, one of our biggest things is supporting Haiti.
Okay.
Righteous.
Like giving back, And I appreciate you. So we want to pull some artists together. We want to do a couple of venues, you know what I'm saying, that bring comfort and condolence to Haiti's experience, right?
Righteous.
You Haitian too.
I wasn't born in Haiti, you know, but my parents, I'm first generation.
Okay.
Yeah, so they came here, you know, not knowing a lick of English,
Mhm.
but yet navigating and becoming, you know, homeowners, you know, very proud parents, very proud, well educated, you know, and they taught us so much. So they left real good examples for us to follow. So definitely.
You got a big family?
Oh, huge. We huge. My mother has 10 of us, so I have 5 other sisters and 4 brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And grandnephews, nieces.
She said 5. You said 5 brothers?
4 brothers,
4
5
brothers
sisters.
and 5 sisters. That's only 9, right?
No, what about me?
Right. You make 10. Yeah. It's that attitude. It's that confidence is that's going to bring the success. You know, and I definitely applaud you. I appreciate that you bring to the table.
Thank
So
you, Annie.
you're not far from Haiti either, right?
Nah, South by Shade, my sister.
Right.
Saint
Martinique, right?
Yeah.
Saint Martinique, right?
No, from Martinique. My family's Martinique, and I'm also first generation born in America too from my family.
Yeah.
I mean, my mother born and raised in the islands. They moved out here at a younger age.
Right.
My grandfather brought everybody out here.
Good.
And I mean,
Good
rest
for
in
them.
peace. You know what I mean?
He
brought the
did his
family out, and he taught me my work ethic. That was my first. He employed me first.
Right.
He used to bring me to work with him, give me a couple of hours. I'd be sitting in this Cadillac to slide side to side, the seat, the heavy doors. You know what I mean? And he taught me, my work ethic and what it meant to take the dollar serious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I took that with me, and that is what go a long way. So, and also I'm trying to get to Martinique too. Yeah, we're trying to bring some artists to Martinique to perform. You know what I mean? So, and going to Haiti would be beautiful because Haiti's like the motherland of what we stand for, and we're in February right now. So there's a lot of things we could be talking about pertaining to Haiti because Haiti's very pivotal to us as a people, getting things going forward. You know what I mean? And pushing and having that willpower and that, that inner strength to just keep going. You know what I mean? And so.
Just being resilient.
Resilient. Yeah.
We here. We still here.
You can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? So.
I think a lot has to do with perception. Meaning, most people perceive that some of the countries that may not have large GDPs, right? In the way that they live and the way that they move, most people look at that and they say that it's automatically negative or less than. Some people, they thrive on a certain diet. They thrive on a certain like rural lifestyle. It's just like here out in Oklahoma, Arizona, Texas, people thrive on having a lot of land, having a farm, and just
having everything organic.
Homestead, just staying rooted in. So why is it different than when we talk about Haiti or Martinique or one of the other Jamaica or one of the other? Why is it? Again, it goes back to perception.
Perception.
And we need to break through a lot of those barriers. Like $1 is think about 150 Haitian gourds right now. It's around about So I mean, just imagine like investment wise some of the things that a person can do down there. Even like buying a lot of
just buying some land.
Because it's not like we reinventing the wheel, because we wouldn't think so, but U.S. and Haiti are trading partners, just like U.S. and Mexico. So Haiti's number one trading partner is U.S.
It has to be U.S.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
Western Hemisphere.
Yeah.
But not only that, the U.S. has been in Haiti since the early '80s. Before 1980.
Yeah. Some people feel that they were there. Their presence was there to help out Some people feel their presence was there to just rob us of all our minerals. So there's different viewpoints on that topic.
Well, 1886 was an invasion, so and no mixing up those
No
facts.
mixing up that facts.
But U.S. was already there before then doing business.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, we used to see a lot of the James Bond movies, and they were always in Haiti. And he would be chasing somebody, but they would be chasing him, and then they go through one of the company's factories, and in the factory they were making clothes.
Okay.
So a lot of U.S. companies used to go to Haiti, right, to manufacture,
Okay.
and then other things, agriculture and stuff like that. So Haiti definitely has always been in the picture, and even with emancipation, well, not emancipation, even with the liberation,
Liberation
right,
of slavery.
of Haiti in 1804, right, they had a Back to Haiti movement where a lot of people from the U.S., right, were offered the opportunity to come back and get 3 acres or 3 hectares of land in Haiti.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things you're looking to start up, Ali?
Well, I'm looking to work with companies, right, or to support or maybe to interview companies that are interested in maybe supporting Haiti in its agricultural industry.
Okay.
Because a lot of foodstuffs right now come way across from China and stuff like that. And it seemed like our relationship, our trading relationship with China, is kind of changing a little bit.
Okay, definitely.
So it gives a lot of our Caribbean islands opportunity, right? Especially since a lot of whole food markets are coming up, right? They're looking away from the genetically modified food and stuff like that.
Have you ever tasted coffee, Haitian coffee?
Have I tasted it? Not yet.
Okay.
Why, you gonna invite us over? You gonna invite us over for some Haitian
Well,
coffee?
I'm just saying it's one of the best,
One of the best.
One of the best, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'd like to probably set up, because sometimes we go out in the community and we check on the community and see how things are going.
Okay.
Report back to our community. We'd like to probably catch them on a Zoom meeting once or twice and see how it is. I mean,
that
would
would
probably
be
be very
interesting.
interesting.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah. You gotta set things up correct with Wi-Fi and stuff down there, but
Oh, the Wi-Fi.
yeah, it's good. It could happen.
Yeah. I think a lot of our Haitian community here, sometimes you're homesick because they still have family there.
Oh, definitely.
You have family there, right?
Yeah. I'm there. I'm back in Haiti like maybe every other year. I go visit. I got my cousins that's there that's also a farmer out in Leogan. And my parents, my father is from Miagwan, further down. And my husband, his family's in Okap.
Okay.
Yeah, so all over.
Good. So you're well rooted. Yeah, I mean, same thing with you. I know you're well rooted, right? You still have family back.
Right back Martinique, right?
Right. So I mean, they got a lot of shows on YouTube where they see the producer, and he's going to different countries, and he's riding through, tasting different foods and stuff like that, delicacies.
Right.
Things don't have to always be pressured. Sometimes it's not that serious, you know what I mean?
Right.
But then again, sometimes, like I always say, sometimes some things are of a serious nature. But just to move around and experience things, it's not like the old days. It's not hard to do that now. What is a plane ticket to Haiti? Like what, 200? Between 200 300?
Maybe
a round trip ticket?
Well, I know to Jamaica round trip right now is like about 350. So Haiti should be just about the same.
Okay.
Round trip, that ain't bad.
Yeah.
Round trip, yeah.
Maybe Black Wall Street will sponsor a couple of trips.
Count me in.
I'm about to say, give me a seat.
Well, when I said sponsor,
Yeah,
I mean reach out to the network.
Reach out. Oh, you want to reach out? I thought you going to sponsor us to get on the plane to get the. I thought you was going. You the sponsor.
Yeah, well,
You're going to sponsor.
Yeah, a partial sponsor.
It's now the word to change it. Partial sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor.
So we go 50-50.
Yeah, we can figure that out. We can figure that. We figure that out. We can figure that out.
That's it. Well, Ali, anything that I could help out, I'll probably put the other 50 for Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
say that.
Zeditude Electrical is going places.
All right.
And I'm a
Right.
firm believer that, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
All right. You know, we got our engineer, DJ Vaughn. He stays interested in going out,
Okay.
exploring the community and different things and stuff like that. So I'm quite sure that he gonna be on deck. And all we got to do is sharpen up the camera. We
Let's
out.
go.
Right?
That's
We got the
it.
camera. We on.
As long as Mr. Bay there with his what kind of guns you carry?
We speak about
Security.
that. You know, everything will be secure.
And that's it. That's it. Bring that good vibe.
Right.
You know,
Right.
definitely.
Right.
So I was watching the show, and the show had a lot to do with some of our younger children,
Okay.
how they look at the things that's coming in the future. We had a show not long ago, a couple episodes ago, where we talked about anxiety.
Okay.
And anxiety, to me, I think also has to do with your heritage, you know, with your family lineage. You know, some people are unsettled because, I mean, who would not want to know, you know, their father, the grandfather, great grandfather, where they came. Every group takes pride in their lineage. You know, you have
Definitely.
Irish parade,
Right.
you got Polish parade, you got, you know, all types of parades.
Chinese New Year's.
Right. So we need to stay active. You know, it can't always just be about business, but it needs to be about business, but the things that business affords us to do.
Right.
Like, I was watching the show, and the guy said, "What do you really think of business? What do you really think about, you know, when you think about making money? Is to be able to live without thinking about money. So that means to be able to live a comfortable life, so I could pick the things that I want to do and not have to worry about the bill.
Right.
And not having to worry about the bill doesn't mean that I'm talking necessarily about a Lamborghini, right, or a jet. It could just be a simplistic life, good health, right,
Peace
good
of
food,
mind. Peace
right,
of mind.
Right.
Definitely.
nice stable home living,
Definitely.
and then, you know, a family that is oriented or definitely have afforded the time to talk to the children and raise the children.
Right.
You know, like when they used to have Big Mama, right?
Right.
And sit and talk.
And watching.
Right.
Right.
Paying attention.
So we're about ready to wind down in a minute. What would you like to leave with our audience? What would you, I mean, if you could talk to our audience, Albany, Troy, Schenectady, what would you like to say to them?
Well, looking forward to spring, and, you know, being mindful that everything in your life, whatever you need to educate yourself on, follow up. This is the time and the opportunity. If you need more training, if you're interested in finding out more information about the electrical and class training program that Zeditude Electrical is starting up, please feel free to reach out. And if you want to be an apprentice and just learn the trade, please feel free to, you know, reach out, because we are going to have projects. We are going to win some bids. So thank you, and looking forward to working with you.
Okay, all right. And how are we going to reach you?
You could either call me, or just my information is on my website as www.zeditudeelectrical.com. And that's ZEWDITU, electrical.com. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ali.
All right.
Nice
Okay.
meeting you, Mr. Bay.
Nice to meet
All
you
right.
too.
Okay. So what you got coming this summer? I know we already talked about down the road about right being all the way down there. What you say, Ohio, right?
Yeah, we got high locked in.
No.
Y'all on the move.
Yeah.
So what you got locally for the summer? What we gonna do
Locally
here?
for this summer, I mean, literally, like,
Because you're taking a couple of people with you to Ohio from here, right?
yeah, from here. So, March 23rd, we got the grand opening in Albany, New York. We started it in Troy, so the 518 is very intricate in the Red Tea movement.
Okay,
You know what I
great.
mean? So, so we're gonna be doing that. So what it is every what is it? We got Thursday. So every Thursday in Albany, you get to come to. We're gonna do the grand opening. You get to come and you get to express your art. And by you coming every week, you qualify to go out of state and in your town and state. So that's the whole point. The whole point is the 518 has a lot of artists, has a lot of talent. And they're doing a good job within the 518. You know what I mean? You got a lot of groups out there that, you know, have open mics and showcases and stuff like that.
Right.
And they're doing good. And I salute them because they're bringing the young crowd and the older crowd together within the 518 to perform. You know what I'm saying? We're just taking it to the point where let's take that energy. Let's go out of state. Let your sound be heard out of state. Let your message be heard out of state. And right there is networking, because now they're going out meeting other artists, and you're meeting executives, and you're meeting producers, and you're meeting people that do different things. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, it's a hobby for me to do art. You know what I'm saying? For me to do music or poetry, but I want to be an electrician. You know what I mean? And I'm going to different places, and at these places, guess who comes to sit down and listen to your music or listen to poetry or watch dance? People it's mainly the working class that want to come down, just sit down and just enjoy a show.
Right.
And these people are influential people, so now you're bringing two demographics together without them even realizing or knowing it, and they're merging and networking.
Right.
So this summer we're gonna do a whole bunch of networking.
That's
Okay.
right.
And merging and traveling and
And how we're gonna meet? How we're gonna meet up with you? Where we're gonna meet up with you at?
what you mean?
I mean, we're gonna see you on the 23rd.
On the 23rd.
Right? We're gonna. All right. How are we gonna get in touch with you?
Oh, real energetic and divine 5@gmail.com. Real energetic divine 5@gmail.com. Also, you can go on the Facebook page, Red T. You look up Red T, Real Energetic Divine Talent Entertainment and Art. On the Facebook page, you can see all the events, everything that's been going on, all the way from Calypso, Vermont, Connecticut, everything. You're going to be able to see everything. And that's where you can contact us. And you also can contact for the security, Medallion Security Group. You can also contact me, 518-764-8585. Again, 518-764-8585, Medallion Security Group.
Okay. All right. And of course, we'd like to again ask you to focus on coming on board with us, going to Channel Albany, YouTube, and subscribing, so that we can open up and hopefully have some of you on our show, but be able to focus on some of the issues that are important to you too. And then, of course, like I said earlier, Tuesday from 7 o'clock on channel 1301 or 203, you can catch us on Spectrum. So I think we covered a lot today. I feel good about where we're getting ready to go, right? All of the companies and all of the individuals that we have come on the show have a good attitude. Everybody's just so energized, you know. Everybody's just so ready to go, and that makes me feel happy. That makes me, that makes me feel good, because, like I said, we always hear that people don't want to work together. And there are so many of us that do want to work together. Right. So it's like, again, perception. It's what do you actually see, you know? Next week, we're going to have some of our co-hosts on, Mark Davis from 518 Threads magazine, and they're going to talk more about anxiety. A lot of our youth, like we talked about, and we were, passing it around, are saying that they're experiencing anxiety. So I did a little research too, and I read this Chinese philosophy, and he said, if you're having stress, right, or you feeling depressed, that means you're living in the past. He said if you feel anxiety, that means you're living in the future.
Right.
Right.
Just live
you're
for
living
today.
in the future. And then they said if you experiencing extreme happiness, it means you're living in today.
Okay.
Say that.
So
Say that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because all of those things are real and factual, but sometimes we forget to look at the symptoms. We start to say, well, this happened, but why did it happen? And where did it happen? And what was the experience? But if you were to ask me what we're into the year already, but if you were to ask me what my goal or my wish for the community would be, is that we just pull up and we start talking, we start vibing, and we start dealing with our young individuals. You deal with young individuals all day. You and your trade, you deal with young individuals. I deal with young individuals. So to say that there's a disconnect between our generations is not true. It just depends how you come.
It's perceived disconnect.
Right? So, again, Albany, Troy, Schenectady, Rensselaer, thank you for inviting us into your home, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, and subscribe to Albany YouTube. Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Zedit 2.
You guys are doing some big things.